You've been sitting in your car in the driveway for 11 minutes. Engine off. Phone in your lap. You can see the living room light through the window. Your spouse is probably wondering why you haven't come in yet. But you're trying to decide if tonight's the night you finally say it. The sentence you've been editing in your head for weeks. I'm not sure God hears me anymore. Or maybe the worse version. I'm not sure He's there at all. You keep your hand on the door handle and then let go. Because saying it out loud makes it real. So you sit here instead, practicing conversations you're too scared to have, nodding when people say they're praying for you, not telling them that when you pray it feels like talking to an empty room. There's a story in Mark chapter 9 that makes most preachers uncomfortable. A father brings his son to Jesus. The boy's been having seizures since childhood. Falls into fires. Nearly drowns. Foams at the mouth. The father's tried everything. And before he got to Jesus, he went to the disciples first. They circled up around the kid. Probably prayed. Probably tried whatever they'd seen Jesus do. Nothing happened. Public failure. Crowd watching. So now the father's standing in front of Jesus, and you can hear the exhaustion in his voice. He says, I brought him to your disciples, but they couldn't heal him. Jesus sounds frustrated. How long must I stay with you? How long must I put up with you? Bring the boy to me. They bring the boy over. And the second the kid sees Jesus, he goes into a seizure. Right there. Convulsing on the ground. And Jesus doesn't rush in. He asks the father a question. How long has this been happening? The father says, since he was a child. It throws him into fire and water, trying to kill him. And then he says something so honest it sounds almost like an accusation. But if you can do anything, have compassion on us and help us. If you can, that's not faith. That's doubt dressed up as a desperate question. Jesus catches it immediately. He repeats it back. If I can? All things are possible for one who believes. And right here is where the Father does something most of us are too terrified to do. He doesn't backtrack. He doesn't say, oh yes, of course I believe. Sorry, my mistake. He doesn't manufacture certainty he doesn't feel. He says this, I believe. Help my unbelief. I believe. Help my unbelief. That's not a resolved statement. That's a contradiction in the same breath. I trust you and I don't trust you. I need you to be real and I'm not sure you are. Help me because I believe in you. Help me because I don't. It's the prayer of someone hanging on by a thread and admitting it. And here's what makes this moment so critical. Jesus doesn't correct him. He doesn't say, come back when you've sorted that out. He doesn't give a lecture on the importance of unwavering faith. He heals the boy. Right then. While the doubt is still hanging in the air. While the father is still contradicting himself. The miracle doesn't happen after the man resolves his uncertainty. It happens because he brought his uncertainty directly to Jesus and said it out loud. Most of us think we have to fix our doubt before we can come to God. Like we need to get our theology straight, our questions answered, our confidence rebuilt. We think God's waiting for us to believe hard enough, and then He'll show up. So we don't pray when we're unsure. We wait. We try to manufacture certainty on our own first. This father did the opposite. He made his doubt the content of his prayer. He said, I don't know if I fully trust this, but I'm asking anyway because I don't have anywhere else to go. And Jesus treated that as enough. So what if the doubt itself isn't the problem? What if trying to hide it is? You're not sure God's listening. Fine. Tell Him that. Out loud. In your car. In your room. In the shower at 2 a.m. Don't wait until you're sure. Don't rehearse a version that sounds more spiritual than you feel. Say the contradictory thing. I don't know if you're there, but I need you to be. I'm asking for help while simultaneously wondering if anyone's listening. I believe and I don't believe and I don't know how to fix that, so I'm just saying it. That's not weakness. That's the most honest thing you could say. Because here's the thing about that father. He didn't leave. He could have walked away after the disciples failed. He could have said, this doesn't work, and taken his son home. But he stayed. He brought his dying kid to Jesus even though he wasn't sure it would matter. He said if you can and still asked for help. He doubted and believed in the same sentence and asked anyway. Doubt doesn't mean you've given up. Doubt means you're still in the fight while being honest about how hard it is. Maybe tonight, before you go to sleep, you stop trying to pray the right way and you just say what's true. Not the cleaned up version. The actual version. I don't feel you. I'm not sure you're real. I don't know if this matters. But I'm asking anyway because I don't know what else to do. That's not pretty. But it's real. And maybe real is what God's been waiting for. Not your certainty. Your honesty. You're not too far gone. You're not too broken. You're exactly where that father was. Desperate enough to ask. Honest enough to admit you're not sure. And still here. Still sitting in that driveway. Still saying the name. Still hoping someone's listening. That's not failure. That's the kind of faith Jesus actually responded to. And it's enough for him to meet you right where you are.